exactly with what you consider default positions to be. But I believe a default position is a belief, and a lot of people hear about it go, no, no. But it is a belief in my opinion, and it's based on a few things actually, and I'm going to say why. Well, basically, first off, Rise of Atheism, let me explain what it means.
I mean, how many atheist videos I ever made? I'm noob. Okay, back off.
Rise of Atheism lets me explain this. The default position to many atheists is a lack of belief, meaning that basically what you start off with is ignorance in your life whenever you're born. So basically, a baby is an atheist when they're born. A rock is an atheist. Well, rocks aren't born, but rocks are atheists because they're ignorant. They don't have any belief. They're also, a mathematicians. Basically that's what it is. It's just ignorance. And the default position is whenever you're presented with something, you withhold, an opinion on it until it's shown to be either wrong or it's correct. So, my position though is entirely different. Having researched for quite some time now, I don't think the default position can be any lack of anything.
No, that's true.
How can a position be a lack of a position? How can a position be something that isn't? It doesn't make any sense. It's like me saying, well...
I'm never going to get this. Asking me, let's just move on to the next one. I'm never going to get it.
Okay. I'm actually releasing another video on this too pretty soon. Very comprehensive.
Dawa would make a great atheist. He understands it so much better than I do.
But I'll be hopefully people will watch that. People
I'm sure you're not a closet atheist. Are you having doubts?
I used to be one. I used to be an atheist. Okay. No, but I have a lot of atheist friends, and in school I have a lot of discussions with atheists, and like I said, my thesis is centered on them, and having discussions with atheists is just extremely fun to me. I have a lot of fun doing it, not because I feel like I'm phoning people. I like discussing these issues. I love talking about ideas. So
I want to get to some of the videos because there's been a lot of people that made it. You want to get to some of the videos?
Sure. I think I've already answered some of the things though, because I think most of these questions are to me anyway. So we go. It's cool. Let's go.
Okay. Now, first of all, what I got to do is I got to click on sources, and then I got to click on movies. Then you click that out. Open up file. Dawa debate. In no particular order. This one is not technically a video response to me, but when I saw the video, I said, "Listen, I've got to use it. I'm only going to play the half introduction part to it because he asked a very poignant point." So let's go ahead and listen to this. Oh, that didn't work. There it is.
Where'd you go? Oh, there it is. Can't hear it. Can't hear it.
Okay, now let me turn it back. Did you hear me? Okay.
I heard nothing.
You heard nothing? Okay. I am a noob. Everybody type HapptCabbie is a noob. People tell me I have to unplug my headphones, so let me unplug my headphones. Unfortunately, you're going to be getting some echoes on your end. So for everybody else, mute DawahFilms as the co-host, and that should take care of the echoes. But anyway, let me play the video again.
I recently took one of those political compass tests online to see where I stood. Apparently, I'm pretty far to the left, and quite libertarian. A little bit to the left of Gandhi, actually. So, I'd like you to keep that in mind while I tell you a little story and formulate a question for you. I remember reading about an island tribe that had an interesting fertility ritual. Every generation, they would choose a young virgin girl and a young virgin boy to take part in this ritual. They would take the young girl and they would bring her into a club where one by one all the young boys who had come of age in the tribe would have sex with her. The chosen boy would be the last one to go. And when the final couple were in the throes of passion, they would plunge a spear through the two of them, sacrificing them to the fertility god. They considered it an honor for the families and for the children to be chosen for this ritual. This was their religion.
Okay, let me go ahead and get back to the camera. Let me plug my thing back in. Oops, not there. I got to plug that in, and then I got to plug that in. Okay. So there we go. Now, I'm hoping that you were able to hear, yeah, and don't forget to unmute the co-host now. Were you able to hear that time?
Yes.
Okay. Now, basically, he follows up the video, basically along the lines of, there comes a point in time when someone's religious practices are so dangerous, they need to be stopped from practicing their religion. Because, I mean, obviously they're doing human sacrifice. Do you agree with his premise that there does come a point in time that sometimes you need to say, nope, you need to stop practicing your religion, even if it's against the will?
I think there's a point in time when you need to say to stop practicing a particular thing in protection of particular individuals. You know, for instance, that woman getting raped. She's basically raped. I mean, I don't think, unless she probably was consensual, but even then, at the end, she was killed. In that sense, yes. I mean, I think there is a time where we need to stop these sort of things. I mean, if he's referring to Sharia, though, I think that particular interpretations of Sharia need to be stopped. So I would agree with him there. But I don't think, for instance, I mean, he mentioned Thunderfoot in the beginning, and I'm not sure big on Thunderfoot here, but I don't think, you know, I mean, basically attacking or claiming war, you know, like this, or, you know, rallying people to some sort of, you know, through some sort of demagoguery is going to help. How would I do it? I mean, at certain times, yeah, I think physicality or physical, there's a physical necessity to stop people from doing certain. Education is also required as well. And just going total all-out war against a particular culture or group of people, I mean, that's not going to change their minds. So, I mean, I don't know if that answers your question.
Okay.
It's going to take, I mean, it takes a lot of, I think, a very great deal